press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our grammar class. So in the previous classes we have discussed about primary auxiliaries, that is primary helping verbs. So you all have come to know auxiliary verbs are of two types. Primary auxiliaries means helping verbs. So we have completed in the previous sessions those, that is primary verbs. Today let us discuss about modal auxiliaries. So first you have to understand modal auxiliaries means modal helping verbs. These will be called as modals. Modals also, we call it as a modals also, or modal helping verbs also, and we call it as modal auxiliaries also. And these are very important. Definitely there will be a question in your question paper regarding the substitution of helping verb along with the main verb, 2 marks, and along with one more question will be arised from modal auxiliaries. In the question paper they will give one conversation and they will underline one sentence. In that sentence definitely there will be one modal auxiliary, and that sentence, what function it is performing, you have to identify based on the modal auxiliary. So you have to write which function it is playing. So either it is making a request, or it is asking a permission, or it is giving a permission, or whatever it is doing. In that way modal auxiliaries, these helping verbs perform many functions. So first of all you should come to know which are the modals, which are those modal auxiliaries. So I have told you in the previous class when I started primary auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, dare to, need to, have to, assess to. In these modal auxiliaries, marginal auxiliaries are mixed. Those marginal auxiliaries are used to, need to, have to. These are marginal auxiliaries, but let's combine all those in these modal auxiliaries only. So I will write on the board. You have to take down the heading as modal auxiliaries. Under that what you have to write? You have to write those auxiliaries: will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, dare to, have to, and need to. So let's learn about all these modal auxiliaries today. Okay, so these are all the modal auxiliaries. The very first thing is you should know that modal auxiliaries are always followed by the present form of the verb. Which is the present form of the verb? Verb first form, that is what? Verb first form is the present form. The first column what I have written when I was teaching you about verb forms. Go, catch, eat, do, come. So these are the present verbs, present main verbs. So what I was telling is, these modal auxiliaries are always helping verbs. They won't play the role of a main verb as the primary verbs play. So primary verbs, what do? They will play the role of both. They will act as helping verb also and also the main verb, and I have given you a lot of examples and I have conveyed you. But these modal auxiliaries are always the auxiliaries only. They are always the helping verbs only. They are always associated or followed by these present verbs. Without present verbs, we can't use all these modal auxiliaries. The very first thing. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to use what? present form along with the modal auxiliary. I have told you one sentence here. We have to use. So have to is the modal verb, right? Have to is the modal verb. Right after that I have used the main verb and that is in the present form. We have to use here it performing the function of necessity. We have to use necessity there. So in this way all these modal auxiliaries perform many functions. Sometimes it expresses the future thing, it expresses the strong determination, sometimes it asks the permission, sometimes it gives the permission, sometimes it expresses the possibility. Like that, each and every modal auxiliary perform different functions based on the situation. Okay, the very first thing is modal auxiliaries are always helping verbs only. They won't play the role of a main verb. Second thing is these modal verbs, these modal auxiliaries are always associated. They are always followed by the verb first form, that is the present form. They are always followed by the present form of the verb. These two things are important. Okay, first thing is these are helping verbs only. They won't play the role of main verb. Second thing is they will be along with the present form of the verb. Have you understood? Have you taken this? Okay. So I will write here what role, what functions they will do. Okay. So first we will go through will. Will or shall? Shall, should, both are what? Will and shall both are used when you are going to tell about the future actions. Then you will use will and shall, and will or shall, it is used to. So here I am writing the function here. When we use shall and will, when we are telling about the future actions, okay, and the determination. So determination means you used to say, I will reach the top. I will reach the top one day. That is a strong determination, right? What I have used there? Will I have used. I will reach the top. That is a strong determination you have in your mind. Then what you will use there? You will use will. Okay, when you are telling about future actions, when you are telling about your determination, and when you are telling about your willingness, so you will agree, you will what you will do, you will say like that, yes, I will do. You will agree, your willingness, to express your willingness, and to express the promise also you can take promise. I will fulfill that. You will promise someone like that, I will fulfill that. Okay, and one more thing, shall, no, it is used when we use the subject, I and we. When the subject is I and we, then we will use shall, I, we. When the subject is I or we have to use shall, and will and shall, these two modal verbs expresses the future action, it tells about the determination, and it tells about the willingness, and it also tells about the promise. Example I will write here, I will do it, right? I will do it. It is expressing the future action, or it is expressing the promise. I will reach the top. Here it is the strong determination. I will definitely succeed one day. Now only I have used I, right? We will be there for you. She will perform good Right. So here one thing you have to observe. So all right after will, what I have used? I have used the main verb. All these main verbs are in the present form. Be is also in the present form. That is the first form of the verb. Perform is also the first form of the verb. So I have told you, these modal verbs are always helping verbs. They will be followed by the present form of the verb. So here I have given you many examples. Shall, we shall come. So like this. So here what I have done is, so here I have used, wait, I will change the subject here. They, okay, what then he. Okay, so here I have given you some examples here. In all these examples I have used modal verb, and right after those modal verbs I have used present form of the verb, right? And here you can observe, I have come, right? Will, they will, he will, we will, she will, we shall. There is no changes in the verb. I have told you in the previous class, when he, she, it comes, then the next verb, it should be added with the s. If you are using do or does, you have to use does. If you are using have or has, you have to use has. If you are using the main verb, then that verb will be combined with the s, but not in the past or not in the future. When the modal verbs will come, then we can't add s to this. If you are using without modal verb, she performs, you have to write. She performs, right? Because here the verb, it is alone and it is the present form of the verb. But here it is the future, so that you should not add s to that. Okay, so these are the usage. So will and shall, what it expresses? It expresses about the future actions. It expresses the strong determination and about our willingness and about the promise. Example, here I have written, we will be there for you. That is what we can say, that is the promise. We will be there for you. Definitely we will be there for you. Promise. Like that, these two verbs play the role. Shall we move towards the next? The next is may and might. These two are very, very important. May, often you use in the classroom. What you ask your teacher? May I come in, ma'am? You ask. What it suggests? What it performs? It is asking the permission, right? May I come in, ma'am? You ask. That is what? You are asking the question. You are asking the permission there, right? In the same way, may and might. So both are used to ask. See, we can't say both are used. Even we can use this in the past form also. Might. He might have come. So in Kannada we can say avanu bandirbahudu. Probability. So might, it is used in the past form also. Okay. May and might, it is used to ask permission. So as I have told you, may I come in? May I come in, what it asks? So it tells us about, it asks the permission, right? Or it is a polite request. It can make a polite request, right? Or it can wish. It can say about the probability or possibility in the future. It may happen. Hagbahudu. Possibility or probability. Sadhyate. Sadhyategalana helutte, right? So here what you can observe is may and might. These two verbs can play the role of these things. Permission. May I take your pen? May I take your pen? Polite request. It is also a polite request. May I use this please? Wish. May God bless you. May you will be blessed with the good marks. Probability. It may rain today. Male barabahudu. See, and it's a prediction. Probability means anumanaspadavagi. It may or it may not. Agbahudu, agdenu, irbahudu. Then we will use may and might. Probability. I may come. ನಾನು ಬರಬಹುದು. I may not come. ನಾನು ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. One more thing. He might have repaired the fridge. So here only sitting you can think about your home. He might have come and repaired the fridge. ಅವನು ಬಂದಿರಬಹುದು, ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ನು ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿರಬಹುದು. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಶಲ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಮೇ ಐ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್. ಓಕೆ, I may, she may come today. They might have reached. They might have reached. We may go. Then he might have come. On barabahudu. So like that. So may and might. See, I have told you these are very, very important. Definitely you will get 1 marks in the question paper. There will be a conversation, and in that conversation a sentence will be underlined, and in that sentence definitely you will be having a modal verb there. Then you have to observe what function. If it is seeking permission, you have to write as seeking permission, and options will be there. There will be 4 options and you have to choose the correct option and you have to write. Okay, may and might, what it expresses, it asks permission. Yes, you may come, it gives permission. Okay, polite request, may I leave ma'am? You will ask, nanu ಹೊರಡಬಹುದಾ ma'am? May I leave ma'am? Polite request. Wish, may you will be blessed with good marks. May God bless you. May God bless you with the good marks. Okay, probability means it may or it may not. ಆಗಬಹುದು, ಆಗದೇನೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. Probability and possibility. So you will tell about the possibilities. You can say, I think so today my mother may prepare sweets. I think so she might have prepared sweets. Like that you can use may and might. Okay, have you understood? Shall we move towards the next? Fine. So the next modal verb is can, could. Can, it expresses the ability. For example, I can do it. So what it expresses? It expresses the ability also. It expresses the capability. It expresses the inability also. Example, you will say, I can't do it. What it expresses? It expresses the incapability. Right? In the same way, it can, could it express, it is used in the present also, in the past also. Could you shut your mouth? Okay, so ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಬಾಯಿ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀಯಾ? Could you please shut your mouth? You can ask like that. Could you come with me? ನೀನು ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? So here we are asking the permission also. Along with that we are requesting also. Could you come with me please? Like that, can and could, what they do, they can, could, it is used either in the past or in the present. Both we can use could, and can, could, it expresses what it expresses. It expresses the ability, capability. Okay, you can also you can take inability, incapability. Right, ability, inability, incapability, or giving the permission. It expresses also the permission. You can do it, right? Polite request. Can you do it for me? Polite request. Okay, and then what you can use? Can you write it for me? Can you please come with me? Polite request. Okay, yes, you can do it. Permission, ability. I can speak 4 languages. Capability or ability. I can't lift this. I can't lift this. In this way, can and could it perform many functions. I will write some points here. I can do it. She can speak 4 languages. Okay. They could do it. Could you please come? He could answer all the questions. So listen here. So ಅವನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. You can use. Okay. So here I can do it. Ability. She can speak 4 languages. Capability. They could do it. Could you please come? Request. It's a polite request. Okay. You can leave. It's a permission. Like that we can use can and could. I can. First it expresses the ability. It expresses the capability. Okay. So these are the usage. The last thing we will go should, must, have to, used to, need to, dare to. So all these are very important. So should it expresses the suggestion, advice, okay, necessity. Must, it always expresses the necessity. It puts a condition. You must come. You must write. First you must write and you can leave. First you must write in ಮಾಡಬೇಕು condition. Okay. Should, suggestion, advice, condition, and have to. Have to also it expresses the necessity only. I have to live now. I have to meet my parents now. I have to read well. She has to settle in life, right? In that way. And should, must to, have to, and need to. Need to also it expresses what? What it expresses the necessity only. Used to. He used to do that work. So all these verbs we can take as necessity, suggestion, okay, advice, then many more things. Okay, let's deal with this. Should, it also asks questions. So one more thing I have forgotten to say you. These all modal auxiliaries can be used in the questions. In all the questions we can say, what will you do? Will you come? All these are questions. Should you come? You what should I do? Right? What will you do? Like that we can use all these modal auxiliaries in the question also. And very main thing, these auxiliaries, either it may be primary or modal auxiliaries, these are used in the yes or no questions. So we will deal with the WH question and yes or no questions, then I will tell you about all these things. So first of all I will go with the should. Okay, you should brush your teeth. So what it is? Advice, right? You should brush your teeth twice a day. He must come now. So barlebekiga. He must come now. I have to meet my parents now. So it's a necessity. Parents now. She should be strong. It's a suggestion. Okay. I need to work hard. So it's a necessity again. Then what I have left? Used. I used to. They used to work sincerely. So here it's quality of those persons we can say. So here I have written 6 examples here. In all these examples, Here you should brush your teeth. It's an advice, or it may be a suggestion. He must, it's a necessity. I have to, necessity. You should be strong, suggestion. I need to work hard, necessity. They used to work sincerely. It's a what we can say. It's a opinion, we can say, expressing about opinion, expressing the opinion, it is also included here. So in this way all these modal auxiliaries are used, and right after every modal auxiliary what you can find? You can find the present form of the verb. Without the present form of the verb, without the main verb, these modal auxiliaries cannot be used. Okay, right after every modal auxiliary there should be a main verb. Okay, these are only the helping verbs. These modal auxiliaries can't play the role of main verb. Okay, I think so you have come to know. So today I just go through the modal auxiliaries. So I hope you have understood each and every auxiliary, and let's meet in the next class. Thank you.